Catherine Creason. I go with she, her pronouns.
My name is Stephen Fisher, and he, him. And this is Juniper Thea, she, her at this point.
When we signed up for the PEPS newborn group, we actually got contacted about joining in the expecting parents group. And we learned that it was just this pilot program that they were offering to us. And in hindsight, like sitting here now today with her and in our newborn group, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have had the rest of that pregnancy without the expectant parents group with PEPS. There's no pregnancy during pandemic handbook. Every week we showed up with what was really going on in our lives and how powerful that was.
My first experience with PEPS was, I felt like a very young single dad. My son was about 1 or 1.5 years old. I ended up discovering that PEPS existed in the Seattle area for parents, but I also found out that it was sort of too late for us. But coincidentally, one of the board members on PEPS actually reached out to me and asked if I was interested in joining the board. I told her absolutely yes, I'm very interested, I would love to do it. And the really interesting thing about my board experience was that my son came with me to every board meeting. I think there's not that many times in life when you get an opportunity to do something a second time. And I waited 20 years to have the second possibility to be a part of PEPS. I waited 20 years to have another baby. And it was something that I wish I didn't have to wait 20 years.
Because his first son is so much older than Juniper Thea, you know, we're restarting in a lot of ways. So it's a really valuable thing for me as well, because as someone who's moved here as a transplant, it's so amazing to have a space where I can meet other women, other families, and other parents that are having kids around the same time that we are. What a value that it has been to meet people, other families at the same time as this, both in the aspect that we're restarting and having a kid now, and in the sense that I'm not from this area. And so this is really my first opportunity to meet people in the Seattle area that have kids at the same time that we do.
Hi, my name is Natalie Gwali, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Sheena Lee, and my pronouns are she, her.
And this is our daughter, Carmen Day. She's 5 months old, and her pronouns are she, her, unless she tells us otherwise one day. We participated in the 2-parent newborn group in September 2020, and we also participated in the LGBTQIA+ family group in November 2020. We found out about the Queer Family Pilot Program through PEPS, actually. So Sheena, Carmen, and I seized on the opportunity to meet other queer families in the Seattle area. You know, we learned and we talked about navigating in a heteronormative family structure world. We talked a lot about social identity. We also learned a lot more about people's path to parenthood, because in queer families, we don't typically have a traditional path to having our children.
For us, we had a very unique experience, which was surrogacy, and it was just good to have others who had that same experience, and we found that in the Queer Family group.
For me, meeting other parents who share the same affinity was important to us because it helped normalize our family structure, and it also helped Carmen see, and will see in the future, she gets older, that there's all different types of family made of all different types of parent structure and family structures. I was able to communicate and talk to other families that were just like ours, and I had older children and had other experiences that put my concerns at ease.
PEPS provided comfort for me, knowing that because I was a parent of a newborn and I was a first-time parent, that I didn't know what I was doing, and no one else knew what they were doing, and I felt comfort in knowing that I wasn't the only person feeling alone or like I was doing something wrong.
PEPS sets you up with a community right away of people going through the exact same situation, especially in this pandemic being so isolating for most people right now. It really is a great way to find community outside of your existing support network and find a highly concentrated community of people going through the same thing at the same time.